What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? You want to know about the Surron? 15,000 miles later, the Surron Light BX. In this video, I'm going to talk about what you're going to expect and tips to maintaining this bike. So let's get to it. Alright guys, 15,000 miles later, what is it that you're going to expect? What are some things that are kind of falling apart? Here are some of the things that I gained from my experience so that you can have sort of like a heads up. And this video will be particularly more for those that are just learning about the Surron, so you definitely want to stick it to the end and to look out for certain parts that just start wearing out naturally over time. So these are some of the things you might expect after having a Surron for a very long period of time. And here's some of the pieces that I found were just generally way better just to switch them out. And a lot of these were taught to me by my friend David the mechanic. The first thing I would say is definitely get an upgraded Jackshaft, perhaps after 5,000 miles, or even when you just feel like your bike is just making not so much of a smooth running noise. I'll put a link in the description where you can get this Jackshaft from Surron, Canada. It's a really good place to get their stuff. And hello, doggy. Oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? You want to know about the Surron 15,000 miles later? Yeah, I'm doing a little review on this bike. I had it for about 15,000 miles, so I'm just letting people know the maintenance and stuff that you have to do to make sure it keeps running well. Second thing you want to do is once you get the Jackshaft from Surron, Canada, they're about like $70-$80. You want to get these updated bearings, which I will include somewhere here or in the link below. These are essential because the bearings do wear out after time, so especially if you're running a lot of power or even using the bike for a very long time, it's really good to have that. So, and then the third thing I would say is definitely, it's a little flex right here, this belt drive. You definitely want to replace it. Typically you want to replace it maybe after like 5,000 miles, or if you just don't want to, it's always good to have one once you start reaching that milestone. The fourth thing would be your chain. So generally your chain, you do want to change out if you want to have much more of a smoother transition. I typically change them out every year because it goes to the summer, and then when it gets very cold and then there's like gunk buildup on the chain, yeah, you can clean it, but it's just better for me, I found it's just better to just get a cleaner, a brand new chain. Also, upgrading your sprocket. These teeth wear down after time, especially 15,000 miles. You will start noticing your teeth start becoming they look more like waves. They call, I forgot what the name was, but they'll start looking, I'll put a picture right here. They'll start looking like that. So after 5,000 or 10,000 miles, I would definitely recommend throwing some maintenance. Quickly, the last thing I would say is the rear shock as well. Definitely after 10,000, 15,000 miles, you'll start noticing that it doesn't have that much of a squish, especially the stock ones. If you have some crazy advanced $1,000 one, probably I wouldn't know anything about it, but if we're talking about here, replacing the stock rear shock, so that's something you definitely want to look into to start maintaining and possibly replacing it. 15,000 miles later, essentially the drivetrain just needs to be upgraded, and a few things that I gave out, but this is generally why I wanted to make a quick video about it, because that drivetrain is the main thing that you really want to just pay attention to after hitting over 15,000 miles. You definitely want to look into either getting it replaced. Personally, from my experience, I've noticed that the way when I ride my bike, everything is just much more smoother and quieter. That's my 2-piece on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.